Hello again, boys and girls out there watching in YouTube land. My name is John Anelli, and I'm back at you with another beer review. And today I am looking at the Dogfish Head 60-minute IPA. I don't know if I've ever had this one, to be honest with you. Um, it is 6% alcohol by volume. It says our East Coast IPA is continually hopped with a slew of Northwest hops throughout the entire boil for a powerful citrusy character. This is brewed in Milton, Delaware. All right. I've had a lot of Dogfish Head beers. Some of them are really, really, really well done. Some of them are so-so. And then some of them really just leave a lot to be desired. So let's see what we've got with this one. I've heard many, many good things about the Dogfish Head IPAs, particularly their 60 and 90-minute IPAs. The 120-minute IPA I cannot get in my area because the alcohol is usually too high, and for whatever reason, the state of Georgia does not allow any beer over 14% alcohol by volume, although we can get wine at much higher alcohol than that. I cannot buy liquor here either, but in Georgia, I just have to go one county over, which is about a 10-minute drive, to buy liquor. So anyway, it poured really nicely. It's got about a 2.5 finger, nice, slightly off-white head. It is a nice yellow golden appearance. It's not really very cloudy, although it's not the clearest beer I've ever seen either. It's kind of in between, but yeah, carbonation wise, not really too many bubbles going up the glass. You might see, yeah, one or two there, but doesn't look super heavily carbonated. Um, the aroma, you get some hops, obviously, some citrus notes, maybe some grapefruit. Yeah, grapefruit. That's pretty much it. Clean water. Not really smelling too much barley malt. It just kind of smells like a fruity, a grapefruity type beer. So let's go ahead and get into this. Cheers, guys. A little bit more going on with the taste here. There's a little lemony citrus up front, a little bit of breadiness on the middle of the palate. There's a grapefruit thing as well. You get some grapefruit like citrus notes. There is breadiness with this one, but the hops really take a front seat to the breadiness. It's just very citrusy, a little lemony, little grapefruit, lots of bitterness. 60 IBUs is pretty high. I mean, it's not ridiculous or ridiculous, as a lot of hopheads would say, but for me, 60 IBUs is pretty high. And I definitely pick up on all the hops. They are very enjoyable, though. There's nothing wrong with the hop varieties that they use. It's a nice lemony and a grapefruit type hop bite. Surprisingly, this is a very, very light bodied IPA. This would be a sessionable IPA. It is 6% alcohol, which is kind of middle of the road. It's not super high like a lot of IPAs, but it's not super low either. So you could drink a few of these though. I think no problem. Just be careful because that 6% is masked very well, and it could kind of sneak up on you if you're not careful. Very enjoyable though. if you're not really a big IPA guy, or if you haven't really had a lot of IPAs, this will be a good one to kind of start with because it's pretty well balanced. It's not overly hoppy. It does have a good hop bite though, so it might throw you off guard if you're not used to drinking things like this. If you're used to American adjunct lagers, malt liquor, things that are on the sweeter side of things, this would throw you off guard maybe a little bit, but it's not as hoppy as a lot of other IPAs that are out there. And at 6%, this is borderline sessionable for an IPA. It finishes pretty dry. It's definitely crisp, clean, refreshing. Um, the hop varieties taste very fresh. The date on this is oh, it actually says canned on. So it was canned on February 28th of this year at 12:28. Wow, it's got a nice date, time on it, everything. That's pretty cool. Um, and this is actually a 19.2 ounce can, which is kind of odd. I've never seen. Huh, I just noticed that. 19.2 ounces. So a little bit more than a pint here. Very enjoyable. Let me get one more sip and I'll go ahead and give it a rating for you guys. You may know, I've mentioned it in other videos, I believe, that IPA is not really my favorite style of beer, but I can definitely tell that this product was put out, um, you know, with quality in mind. And it's definitely one that, not being a super big hophead, it's one that I can really, really enjoy and appreciate the hops because it is a little bit more balanced and it's not just a huge punch in your face with the hops like a lot of other IPAs that I've had, particularly some of the double and the triple IPAs that I've had lately. Those are just not balanced at all. You have to go into those drinking sessions knowing that you're going to get a huge hop presence, and you have to want that, obviously, to really be able to enjoy those type of products. But this one is nicely balanced, so I'll give one more sip and I'll give you guys a rating. I think for an IPA, this is an excellent product. I do think that it could have a little bit more breadiness in the middle, and I don't know. For my personal taste, this is not one that I would gravitate towards too often, but it is an excellently made product. This is one of the staples for Dogfish Head beers. I do still think it's excellent. I'm going to give it a 92 out of 100. It's on the lower end of excellent for me, but it is still an excellent product. I highly recommend that you go out and try it. I think it's a great IPA, and it would be a good starter IPA for people who haven't really gotten into the IPA world that want to try some more hoppy beers without getting anything too crazy or super hop heavy that might throw them off. I think this is, yeah, an excellent product. So 92 out of 100. That'll do it for this review, guys. And until next time, cheers.